Hello everybody, welcome and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing on the best of one standard ranked ladder with our Zimone and Dina draw 2 list. So the theme of this deck is you want to draw your second card each turn, whether it's your turn or your opponent's, to trigger Zimone and Dina, and or your Gixian Puppeteer to drain your opponents for 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever life each turn. Z&D also has a second ability where you can sacrifice another creature to draw a card, and you can put a land card from your hand onto the field tapped. If you control 8 or more lands, you can repeat the process once to draw a card and have another landfall effect. So the new cards that we've added to this shell are going to be Jadar, Ghoulcaller of Nephalia. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, you can create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. He's basically just here to provide synergies for Z&D. If you go to combat, you can attack with your zombie. If you put on full control, you can sacrifice it to Zimone and Dina while its Decayed trigger is on the stack, so you can get the full value out of it. The other new inclusion in this deck is going to be Fairy Mastermind. It's a 2/1 flash with flying, and whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. So it makes it easier for us to trigger our Zimone and Dina and the Puppeteer on our opponent's turn. Say your opponent's going to be looting with a Fable, you flash this guy out, you draw an extra card. If your opponent draws with their Bank Buster on their turn, you flash this guy out, you draw an extra card. It's really good, and it has a sync for the late game for 3 and a blue. Each player draws a card. It makes your opponent draw their second card each turn if it's on their turn, so it turns into a draw 2 for you, which is really good. The rest of the deck is just good creatures to help us draw some cards and to gain advantage off of drawing cards like Sheoldred, Glissa, Rona, and the Gixian Puppeteer. Gurgling Anointer is there as another sort of Gixian Puppeteer effect. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it dies, you can return another creature card with mana value less than or equal to its power from your graveyard to the battlefield. So as is, if your Anointer just dies upon entering, you can get back a Jadar, a Rona, or an Evolved Sleeper. If it sticks around for an extra turn, you can get a Fairy Mastermind. An extra turn after that, you can get back Glissa and Z&D, and then after that, you can get back Sheoldreds or the Puppeteers. And the Puppeteers can get back anything in this column, or this column. So this deck is very hard to deal with if your opponent doesn't have graveyard interaction and creature interaction at the correct times. If you guys are excited to see this deck in action, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed, as I am trying to push towards getting partnered, and I'd really appreciate it. With all that said, let's hop onto the ladder and see how it does. Alrighty, game 1. Hand looks alright, let's keep it. Let's go with the River and a Sleeper. Opponent's going to play a Mountain and a Phoenix Chick. Let's play our Takenuma, a second Sleeper, evolve that one, and attack for 2. We'll take another one. Let's play the Yapamaya Coast. And let's go to combat. Let's crack in for 3. And we'll play Zimone and Dina. Opponent is playing mono red, so they shouldn't have an easy way to deal with Z&D. It's going to have to be something like a Stoke the Flames or double burn spells. And they're going to play with fire the Evolved Sleeper that I evolved once. Yep, so there's their Stoke the Flames, but saves us from a bit of damage. Let's play our Cascade, and evolve our Sleeper, get in for 2, and we'll pass. Opponent's going to play a Mountain and a Mech Warfare. Let's just go for the throat on the Phoenix chick. We'll take 1 instead of 2. And there's a Puppeteer. Definitely good. Let's play another land. And the Puppeteer. And we'll attack for 2. Thrill of Possibility. They're going to discard the Bloodfeather Phoenix. And end the festivities. And they're going to bring back Phoenix. Not bad. Let's attack for 4. And we'll pass. Opponent plays a land and another Mech Warfare. I'm going to play the Fairy Mastermind. We'll go to blocks. And then I'm going to activate it. We'll draw 2. Activate the Puppeteer and drain them. And they get a Chandra Dress to kill.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight.
They're going to deal 3 damage to the face with that.
I'd love to.
Pretty rough. Let's take down Chandra. Play a land. Rona. And the Sleeper. And we'll pass. Another Chandra.
You know what's great at dispelling
They
darkness?
+1 into a Thrill of Possibility. They discard their mountain. And a Kamano faces Kakazan, deals 3 to the face, and we win. GG's. Alrighty, game 2. Hand looks at least alright. Hopefully we draw some pain-free lands. Let's go with the Underground River, and we'll say go. Opponent goes Plains and a Darkar Wastes. Let's get Rona on the field, and say go. The opponent's gonna cast the Celestus. Let's draw with Rona. And I think we'll discard one of these Glissas. And we'll cast another. And we'll pass. The opponent's gonna play Plains and the Sunset Revelry. Back to us. Let's fiddle with Rona. And I think we just discard the Basayu here. Let's play our Shipwreck Marsh. And what all's in the graveyard? Nothing worth copying, so not really a point for the invasion yet. Let's play our Puppeteer. And we'll go to combat. And attack for 3. They're going to cast Union of the Third Path. Let's draw with Rona. I think we'll discard the Anointer. We'll trigger the Puppeteer and pass. Alright, opponent just passes the turn and flips it to nighttime, and their Celestus is going to trigger, and they discard a Revelry. Let's play our land, and we'll go with another puppeteer. And they're gonna make disappear that. Okay. Let's crack in for 7. Opponent's gonna block the Glissa. Down to 20. And let's trigger our puppeteer for the turn. We'll discard, I think, our other Rona. And we'll pass. I'm going to hold the Evolved Sleeper just in case they have a sweeper here. Silver Scrutiny for 3. No lands from opponent. That's pretty rough. Let's activate Rona. We're going to crack in with everybody. And we're going to draw. Opponent's down to 4. And we'll pass. And there's a depopulate. Board is cleared. And let's bring back a Glissa. Let's play our Plaza. We'll go with Zimone and Dina. We'll attack for 3. Draw. And kill him with Z and D. GG's. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.